a lot of people slice the golf ball. And obviously you do, or you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Or maybe you're just a big fan of US Golf TV, and that's awesome, because we love having you here and we are committed to helping you, the experienced golfer, and all golfers play great golf. But the reason that golfers slice their driver most often is for a couple reasons. One is it's the longest club in your bag. Number two, it's got the least amount of loft on it, okay? And it's the club you're trying to hit the longest, the furthest, so you swing harder, a lot of things happen. So I'm gonna give you a tip to help us eliminate that, but also I want to talk a little bit about a design feature that can help us as well. So first of all, let's talk about the design. Because the club is longer and it's got less loft on it, it makes it a little bit more difficult, because it's longer, to get the club face back to square. Okay, now a lot of that is swing related, which we're going to talk about here with the tip in a second, but sometimes it can be a design feature as well. So this new club right here, it's called the Max Vert. It's the first driver in the industry ever to be designed specifically for the experienced golfer. The golfer who struggles with distance, the golfer who struggles with slicing, just, you know, the regular guy or gal probably like yourself. So let me show you something here. When you look at a driver, notice where the shaft is. The shaft comes in at the very end, or what we call the heel of the club right here, okay? That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing, didn't say it's bad, it's just where it is. But one of the things that make it difficult to get the club face squared up is because the shaft is so far from the center. Now, with the Max Vert, when we designed this, I started working with Josh and Nick and the whole team here. We said, hey, I said, Josh, people are slicing their driver. We got to do something to help them out, okay? So one of the concepts that we came up with is what we call the shaft shift. You heard it right. Don't try to say that 10 times. You're gonna be mumbling around. The shaft shift. Notice how the shaft is a little bit off. Okay, let me show you the traditional again. Like I said, it's not a bad thing, but just notice the difference. See how it's right here? It's on the very end. Okay, but with the Max Vert, the shaft has been slightly shifted this way. Now, why is that important? Well, because when the shaft is closer to the center, it makes it easier to get it squared up. Think of like a putter, clubs like that, right? It's easier to get those squared up than it is a longer club where the shaft is way out on the end. So let me go ahead and hit a shot. And now I got to give you a golf tip, okay? A tip that can help you get that club face squared up. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and aim this thing with this another feature I didn't talk about, but we got the fairway finder line here in the top that helps us actually perfect our aim. And I'm going to go ahead and swing it. Oh yeah, beautiful, high, little baby draw on that thing. I'd take that all day long. So the first thing to be thinking about is, why is it most difficult to draw or hit straight a driver? Length, loft, but some of it is club design. So with the shaft shift, it makes that a little bit easier. Now, what if you don't have a Max Vert? That's okay. So here's a simple drill that you can do to help you get that club face back to square it up. And I gotta tell you this, if you haven't already, hey, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. We love hearing from you here at US Golf TV. We love hearing where you're from. We got people from Australia, New Zealand. We had somebody buy the book the other day, The Bad Life, from Iceland. I mean, they're from all over. This is, Nick, give him a thumbs up for those people out there who are buying the book. There he is, there's our man Nick behind the camera. We love Nick, he's helping put all this content out there. And we love hearing where you're from and how we can help you play better golf. So please leave some stuff in the comments. Now, the golf tip. All right, here's the good one. Got your logo right here. I got the Titleist, love Titleist golf balls. Make best golf ball on the market right here. Okay, so when we take the logo and I just rotate the logo down this way, see how I'm doing that? My palm rotates up, logo rotates down. Everybody see how I'm doing that? You can do this at home. Just do it in your living room, in the office. Okay, so if I do that with the golf club, now watch the club head here, okay? Nick's gonna show you what the club head does. So I'm gonna rotate that logo down. See what happens to the club head? The club head squares up. If we're slicing, it's probably working this way, okay? Boom. So I'm gonna let that release a little bit. So you know me, I love my 3-setters, right? We love the 3-setter. So here we go. Let's do a little 3-setter. I'm gonna grip it with just the lead hand, and I'm gonna rotate the Titleist down. There's 1, there's 2, that's the feeling I want. There's 3, super easy to do with the shaft shift technology. Here we go. I'm gonna hit 1, and I'm gonna rotate that logo. Oh yeah. Actually, with the Max Vert, when I wanna hit a nice hard, hot, high draw, and I want that distance, the thing lands and just rolls and goes like crazy, that's what I do. So, the hardest club in your bag to hit straight is the driver because it's longer, it's got less loft, and some of the club design, these tips right here, along with a little bit of information on club design, hopefully can help you end that slice and maybe even hit a nice high draw.